I'm not gonna be them. I'm not gonna be here for 5 years. And I was there for 9 years. Okay. Here we go. Yep, I quit my job. Finally, after 9 long years of retail, it was time. Do I make enough money elsewhere? Do I have another job lined up? No. But this was always the end goal. Working retail. Oh my God, hold on. Did I have a backup plan? Yes, I do. Just a disclaimer, I know that I am privileged enough to even be able to just quit my job. I quit my job to pursue content creation. Am I making enough money to support myself by myself with content creation alone? No. I have considered for the past 2 years, this was the ultimate goal, to be able to make enough money through the content creation side to be able to quit my job. I am a Twitch streamer, so I do make some income from that, but it is not enough to cover my side of the expenses alone. I am married, and me and my husband did talk about this thoroughly. He actually encouraged me to quit my job. He knew that this was my passion. He knew that this is what I wanted to do. And he was like, you know what? We can balance our expenses. He can cover me partially where we share our expenses and bills and utilities, all that. He compromised. He's like, you know what? I know you want to do this. You can pursue your dream. And he's like, you know what? Maybe one day you'll be making more money than I can, because he knows that there is like really no limit to how much you make to content creation. You determine that as you work on your own. I do not make money off of YouTube. I only make some money from Twitch streaming. Me quitting my job, I'm able to put 100% into YouTube and Twitch, possibly Instagram. I have a love-hate relationship with Instagram, where this is not about that. It was time. I was working retail for 9 years. My position was shift lead. I had the potential to get promoted. I had enough experience to apply for a higher position, but I said no. I am not doing that, because if I pursue a higher position, that means it becomes real that I'm locked into this job, which I did not want to be right from the get. When I started, I was like, so a little bit of background. This is my first job ever working. I moved to another city to go to college, and I got this job to get me through college, to get through my bills. And I told myself I was not going to be at this job no longer for 5 years. One of my coworkers at the time, when I first started, was celebrating their 5-year celebration. I remember saying to myself, like, I'm not going to be them. I'm not going to be here for 5 years. I ended up being there longer than they did, and I was there for 9 years. There's nothing wrong with retail. If you have a job in retail, that's fine. It's a job. At the end of the day, and which I saw my job as, this is just a job to pay my bills. This is not my life. This is not who I am. It's a job to pay the bills. And the reason why I stayed there for 9 long years, because I had a good schedule. I had decent hours, and it was decent pay. It was the pay that you would think a shift lead at a retail store would get. So not a lot, but enough to get me by. I didn't live above my means. I made sure my bills were paid, and that's all that mattered. I knew that I was not going to be there forever. What am I going to do with my life? So when I finished college, I had an internship. I interviewed for that job and actually got hired. I got hired. I was set to go, but I declined it. I was about 5-6 years into my retail job at the time. It would have been better pay, but I did not like the job schedule. It was a typical corporate 9 to 5, a Monday through Friday job. And with my retail job, I get weekends off, and I only work 3 days a week because I work 3 12-hour days, which I love. At the time, I was working 4/10s actually, 4/10s, so 4 days, 10 hours. And then when COVID happened, it was 3 12-hour days, which I loved, and got the weekends off. Still considered full-time too. So I was complacent. I was comfortable with the schedule. I knew how to do my job. I've been there for so long. It was just like a same schedule every week. I knew what to do, no new things. There was a set thing that we had to do each week, and I got it done, and that was that. It was very laid back. I could be on my phone. It was at night. I worked overnight. That means that the store was closed, and we just did our thing, and that's it. As long as we got our stuff done, no questions was asked. I was able to wear earbuds and do my job, so that's what really kept me there for 9 years. And also the fact that I was not making enough on my own through content creation. And I told myself, once I make enough through content creation, I'll quit. But my husband wanted me to go 100% into this. And I was like, I don't know. I was really thinking about it, because I knew the financial situation. If I quit, I am not going to have this steady income. While yes, I do make money off of Twitch, it's not enough. and stabilized to support my half. He said, you know what, it's okay. I want you to do this. I want you to pursue your dream, and I believe in you. Like, he legitimately believes in me that I can do this and make this a real career, a real opportunity for me. And I think so too. I tend to be a pessimistic, so I was really thinking about all the negatives and the what ifs, ands, and buts. Thankfully, my husband, my partner, he's very optimistic, and like I said, he truly believes in me, which is very important. Because of that, I feel that I need to put my 100% out there, which I am and will. And I'm so excited to start my journey in January of 2024. But better time than now, especially since this is so possible. And I see myself being able to grow here rather than just staying at the job, putting my hours into that job, going to nowhere when in the end I knew I was going to leave. Here I am now, I guess officially announcing to you guys that I am a full-time 100% content creator. And I'm excited to see what's to come. I hope you stick around and we create a wonderful community. That's it. I'll see you guys.